I'm Jade and I'm on the autistic spectrum, and I want you out there to understand what that feels like. For example, I hate loud noises and crowds. I just get overwhelmed. Later you can see the dance that I made up to show sensory overload and anxiety. But first I'd like you to hear from some of my friends, one of whom has autism.
When I hear the word autism, I mainly think about my family, the journey that we've been through to get my sister and my brother diagnosed. I think that not a lot of people are aware of it and not a lot of people understand it.
When I hear the word autism, I'm afraid to say I generally think of being misunderstood, not really getting the sort of social cues that so many people take for granted, really.
When I hear the word autism, I think of unique people who are unique and think differently.
I think society needs to be a bit more educated on autism. I feel like they need a better understanding of what it's like to be autistic, what it's like to have people in your family that are autistic, have friends that are autistic,
Definitely attention to detail. I think, for example, I've always been a fan of motor racing, and so I play a lot of racing games, and of course when I buy the cars on the racing games, I try my best to make them look like cars I've seen on movies and TV shows, and I've always been sort of fascinated with sort of how stuff fits together. So like tins, for example, seeing how sort of seamless, the sort of point where one tin stops and the other begins, and sort of tower.
Situations that are stressful for me are situations like when in a loud environment, or if I get put on the spot, someone's asked me a question and I didn't have time to think about it, then that would make me stressed out. It is an advantage in some ways because you pay more attention to sort of little things, and then it can like for example, when our house got burgled, it wasn't a good thing, but I could remember because I saw these guys outside who looked a bit odd, and so I could sort of describe to the police what they sort of looked like, and I could remember everything they wore and everything, so it helps in that sort of way. So that's an advantage.
It's not embarrassing or difficult at all. I mean, I'm quite proud, to be honest, when people ask or when there's a topic about autism and I can say, oh, my brother is autistic or my sister's autistic. No, it's not embarrassing at all.
I'm trying to understand that if someone with autism has rubbed you the wrong way, unless they're calling you names, they were, they didn't mean any harm. They just sort of wanted you to know what they think.
What I think I want other people to understand is that it's not something to be afraid of, because us autistic people, we're very nice, and we just find it hard to communicate and be in loud environments. I just want people to understand that they can help or something from whatever they feel like. I wanted to make this film because I feel like even though there are now more documentaries on autism, I feel like still people don't really know much about it, and because you can't really see it in person, we sort of look like normal people. I love dance because I can express myself without words. This dance shows what it feels like to be overwhelmed.